welcome, folks, to the Rally of Rochester at Salmon Falls Disc Golf Course, located in Rochester, New Hampshire. There we are, Charlie Veysey, co-commentating with me. How you doing, buddy?
So good. What a card there, huh? Huge shout out to Greatest Media Team for coming out to one of our favorite courses here in New Hampshire and highlighting one of our Granite State Tour stops, the Rally of Rochester 2022, presented by Beast Disc Golf. Awesome card for you today, huh, Ravis?
Yeah, we're not going to spoil just yet, but yeah, we have some great scores coming in and averaging 1046 the first round at Squam. You can check that out on our channel. We have the Rally of Rochester feature card, and you're going to find Josh DiBattista in the lead. We had an amazing event here, and Granite State Tour just really went above and beyond. I mean, take a look at their schedule here. You can see that they're just killing it with making more stops in New Hampshire. And this is, I think, by far the biggest tournament that they put on.
For sure. We got Rory Duffy here. He's local from Dover, New Hampshire. One of the finest.
Never seen him play, so I'm
Henderson.
excited to see him play. Local for our side of the neck of the woods, Sam Henderson, sponsored by Bishop Disc and Latitude 64.
The young Dylan Capaccioli, young up-and-comer. Man, today's weather. And of course, Josh DiBattista shooting a, 1046 with a bogey, 51.
Awesome card here, and this is why they're on the lead card. They average above 1,000 at Squam, and we're going to see some exciting action from these guys today. And Salmon Falls is literally one of my favorite courses in the state. I think it's still in my top 10. I've always tell Dennis Grzywacz that. And there he is, Joe Roy. He's the tournament director and Beast Disc Golf co-owner, helping put this whole thing on. Amazing guy.
Yeah, we added $5,000 added cash for a B tier for this event. Hoping next year we get on that A tier schedule, but we'll see how that goes. We got DiBattista. This is 565. I think you have to get about 410 feet to clear the in downs.
It's not an easy clear. If the wind is pushing any heady or crosswing, things can get dangerous pretty fast. I love this opening shot, and I love that he put these circular concrete tee pads in some of these tee shots. I mean, it really it's just so beautiful, and I think it really just shows how awesome this course is.
Yeah, for sure. It's such a and that's a great shot by Rory. Yeah, such a cool design to be able to throw at different angles, and really opens up different options on tee pads with that circular design. The only daunting first hole one here, you know.
It is. It's a
up to the box, and we're playing tee times here today, so everybody's got the same shot on hole one.
Yeah, you really have to pump it, and if you're not warmed up and you're not throwing high enough, you're not going to get across. So Sam is definitely pumping one across, and he actually he's short. He unfortunately doesn't make it, so he's going to go to the drop zone. It looked like that was long enough, but like you said, it's about 410 feet.
I think that if I do remember it correctly, it was a little bit of crosswind today. So certain parts of your flight can get kind of slammed.
And I think that's dealing with this DD. He's just a little low, and that tall grass is not forgiving at all.
That's a key feature to this hole design.
And so
keep it up.
There is a layup zone where they're walking right now. You could just take your putter and sort of just, not have to risk going across that hayfield there. But a lot of people do choose to go there because it kind of sets the tone for the tournament and the round.
Yeah.
And this is from the drop zone. Here's Sam Henderson with his fuse. Beautiful looking shot. Doesn't get all the way through. Leaves himself about 80 feet short.
Certainly not an easy drop zone. This is pretty challenging if you don't get over. It's not an easy up and down. It's certainly gettable, but, common is going 3 shots to finish out there, and you're not an easy way to start the round. But
no, a 4
these guys are fighters.
A 4 is a good score on this hole. This actually was the second hardest hole on the course.
Yeah.
Averaging 4.14. So I started off a lot of my bad rounds at Salmon Falls by taking a bogey or worse on this hole. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, I got pretty lucky. I think I juiced one up there. I was almost in the gap, actually. But yeah, blind squirrels find nuts every once in a while.
you've been playing really well, Charlie. Give yourself a little bit of credit. You had a hell of a season, my man. I'm glad that we're able to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. I was stoked to be able to be on some awesome Greatest Media team coverage. I think I might have made it on the coverage 4 times this year. So
I think you're
doing that. That means you're playing decent disc golf. So.
And speaking of decent disc golf, check out Depot with this amazing putt here. This is for birdie, folks. And
yeah, right side.
So keep in mind, he's coming off a really hot round at Squam, so he's really continuing that theme here with just a birdie and a banger to start.
Yeah, that's a little bit of deflator for everybody else in the card there.
Yeah, he's already got a 4-stroke lead on everybody, and then he just continues that theme.
Debo's played this tournament multiple years. I think I'm not sure. I think Dylan might have played it last year as well. But we got some seasoned veterans of these courses and disc golf up here in this region. So I expect everybody to bounce back and give it a good try on this 295-foot par 3. This is a great hole. You have like this turnover flexi backhand, or you can play this forehand flexor around the other. Sam might take that lefty route. We'll see how that goes, but another beast replay.
Yeah, I mean, this was just butter smooth here by Rory, and I really love the long hole to short hole feature right away. This course, it seriously sets the tone. I mean, look how beautiful this tee shot is. I mean, you don't see this everywhere. There might be a tree in the way in most courses, but you can see Dennis is really letting you get your birdie if you have a good, clean shot here.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
With a lot of, it's pretty true fairways. There's some shots where he's asking you to really shape a line, but a lot of it's kind of play to a landing spot and play smart, smooth, clean disc golf, which, man, could really use some more of these courses that are kind of pushing the pros' arms. And I think we're getting into that here the next couple of years. So exciting times for disc golf.
Absolutely. Shout out to Acme Disc Golf. That is the course design business that Dennis owns or is part of. And I honestly really applaud his designs.
He's been a part of a bunch early on at Bellamy Park, Franklin Falls Disc Golf Course, had a hand at many other courses here in the area. So huge shout out to Dennis.
Yeah, and all those courses you just mentioned are really fun to play. So
Rory there.
Yeah, only one with the look here. Get it, Sam.
Okay, Sam.
Nice putt with his judge there. He's having a heck of a season too. Now, going back to the number of features that you've been on, you're absolutely right. You're our number one guy this season for most time seen in our broadcasts. And we've probably only shown only 2 of them. We got 2 more with you coming out soon.
Yeah, the Black Falls coverage, that's a great watch. So if you haven't been up to Black Falls up in Montgomery, Vermont, go ahead and treat yourself, because that is a bucket list kind of course and pretty cool area. So go check out that coverage on Greatest Media Team's channel after you watch this.
Yeah, and that was part of the Granite State Tour, right?
Yep. No, that's Disc Golf Vermont.
Oh, Disc Golf Vermont. Okay, I didn't know if you guys teamed
Chris
up.
Young and...
I didn't know if you guys like teamed up a little bit or anything like that, because I know. Oh, look at this shot. Oh, nice.
Man.
I'd like to hear that. Look at this shot with this putter. I mean, this is just...
When DiBattista is throwing a putter, I'm throwing a fairway.
Yeah.
This is how you want to shape this hole up. There's, kind of a couple guardians on the early right. It actually really sets up well for a lefty. See how Sam attacks this. Uh-oh. Unlucky branch. That looked like it was swinging back in. There, it's a pretty true line. Of course, today I think it was about 93 degrees. The humidity was out of control. This is early August up here in New Hampshire, and you never know what you're going to get. I think we might be able to see a little rainstorm coming up here in a few holes, but
Don't spoil.
It was a pretty wild day.
Don't spoil the fun just too yet. Things. Let's just say things get a little interesting. But yeah, it was really hot, and I think you guys take the award for most consecutive tournaments in terms of 90-degree heat too. So
take what you can get.
Yeah. Dylan, great putt there, knocking in the birdie putt. That's what you need to bounce back from that bogey that he took on hole 1. Putting with his P2s at that moment, but he switched to his P1s, and he's having a heck of a rounds. I think he shot a 1075 rated day the other week in this tournament recently, and because he switched to his P1s. So
he's hashtag get him on tour. Hashtag I need an MP30 division.
Hashtag I need more P1s. But yeah, I like. Now, speaking of switching putters, you haven't switched putters ever, right? Have you?
I've been putting with the same voodoos for 13 years.
Wow.
Once you find something you like, and I've always said it's not the arrow, it's the archer, but I don't know. I'm too committed to all my backups, so I'm just going to keep them.
Well, you found a rhythm with yours, and speaking of a really smooth rhythm, look at Debo on hole 4. Wow.
So Debo's just like slamming the pedal down right now. This is...
It's going to be really hard to catch up, like you said, in hole 1.
Yeah, he missed the last hole 2, but got hole 1, got hole 3. That looks like a pretty gimme on hole 4.
Mm-hmm. With his Luster MD, and here's Dylan with his FD3.
Oh,
it's a big skip.
That's still probably circle's edge.
Yeah, I was on the chase card, and we were 0 for 4 on this hole. I don't know about you guys, but there was something tricky about this hole that we all tried this right side, but none of us got it.
Yep. We were on the same card, so I know exactly what we did. Yeah, I think I got caught up a little bit on the right-hand side. It's kind of almost a sucker gap, but Josh DiBattista said that's not a sucker gap. It's a gap. So, what do we know? I think the true line is that center gap, kind of what Sam was going for and what Dylan was throwing.
But he made it look so pure. I don't know what it was. So this whole averaged 3.05. I mean, not the kind of in between hole, but the 2 and 3 were the second easiest and third easiest holes on the course.
Yep. Not wildly surprising, but yeah, I got 9 birdies on the day in the MPO field, so not an easy one to get, but got a field of 42 MPO players at Rally at Rochester.
That's a lot. I mean, that's a good sized tournament. Now, how many years has Rally been going on? Was this the 6th year?
Rally, I think, has been going for 6 years. Yeah, we have, might be even 7 actually. we actually put in for the A-tier application here a couple weeks ago. So yeah, going back all the way to early days of pre any New Hampshire series. And it was a C tier for a couple of years, and then a B tier for 2 with Jamie White and crew.
Oh, I remember that year. Yep.
And then
that was
the last 2 years was Will Schreiber, and this year it was quite the crew. We had Debo just throws another perfect drive.
Jesus, like he's making this look so easy. Like you said, that was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, we had some awesome TDs. First off, shout out to Joe Roy and all that he does. Him and Seth Brown were the 2 TDs for the event. Of course, Andrew Leahy, also part of Beast Disc Golf. He was a part of this event. Joel Dewhurst, he's also a part of the event. And I had a little bit to do, I guess, with it. But yeah, we're just stoked to have, every tournament needs a solid crew of folks, and I think that's the real reason why all these tournaments are going to get a little better and bigger. Terrible kick from.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he went. I'm pretty certain he went out of bounds there. There's a river on the left-hand side, and he's just a little off today. Just can't get it going really, and that happens sometimes, especially he's not that familiar with this course, so. It's
and this is that kind of traditional classic New England wooded course where if you're a little bit off, sometimes it's better to be 3 feet off than a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit off, you get those tree kicks. 3 feet off, you might get lucky.
And sometimes it's better just to go putter rather than just a big driver shot and get a big nasty kick. In these woods, you really want to stay centered, especially on this hole. I think this is my favorite hole on the course. I don't know about you. It's this one and 14. I between those two, there's something about it. I played here, quite a handful of times. We're very familiar with it, you and I, and I just love this basket placement. I love the tunnel shot, the river on the left. It's just so Salmon Falls. So
great run by Rory there. I thought this is fantastic, and actually the next hole we moved back to the old location. It was the more traditional Rally Rochester spot, we felt like, so it's kind of a mix between all of the layouts at Rally or at Salmon Falls, and specifically for the Rally Rochester. So this is also another awesome hole. There's right-hand gap, and you have a left-hand gap. Pick your poison.
Yeah, it's awesome because you can also choose your path, like you said. I mean, I like to pick your own destination,
Yeah.
And that's a perfect shot by.
You see 2 ways right there.
And you might see the wind picking up a little bit. Things are about to get hairy very soon.
Oh yeah.
And none of us knew it. Unfortunately, it was so sudden because none of us even had cameras, and one of the cameras unfortunately didn't make it after this tournament. Rest in peace. But
because of what's about to occur right now.
Yeah, so a little foreshadowing about what's to happen.
Yeah, I think we were on hole 15 when this hit us.
Oh, that was crazy.
Shows you how good we shot.
But we got soaked. That was insane.
I've never experienced what you're gonna see right here ever before in a tournament. So enjoy.
So Dylan kind of went a little too left, but is approaching this so perfectly. Yeah, I mean,
my gosh.
Picture perfect. So I was wondering why that basket was in that placement. I didn't know if it was because some of the conservation stuff that's been going on. Like I know Dennis has had to change the course, several times because what used to be in certain holes is no longer to help some of the conservation efforts. And I didn't know if this new pin position was part of that. But you're saying this is the old traditional rally location.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
And actually, the old pin was a little bit farther right and long but this is kind of the happy medium between the conservation and you know, where we were allowed to put all the man-made obstacles, so the man-made objects. So yeah, huge shout out to Dennis. That was a hard redesign, but he's done a great job, and we'll see. Hopefully we get some more tweaks before next year, and who knows, man. This course has all the potential in the world, so keep on doing bigger and better things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Par 62, about 7,000 feet long. If you're in New Hampshire, it's only 15 minutes off pretty much the highway of 95 going into Rochester. It's amazing.
Yeah. If you don't go there in August, you'll avoid these monsoons that's happening. You see Debo's fully saturated.
Yeah. This was the hardest downpour I think I've ever played in. I was trying to think of I think it was the Fall Classic, Hollow's Fall Classic one year was pretty brutal, but this might have taken the cake.
Yeah, I think I think even if I didn't take out my towels in my bag, they were still going to get soaked wet. It was nothing you could do about the weather. You're just kind of hanging on. And
we were just fortunate that it wasn't a lightning delay.
Right.
It was just really hard rain. And unfortunately, because of how wet the camera got, I did miss a few shots. So if you see something like this where we had to kind of chop it off, it's because the camera didn't make it.
I think we're now going to the iPhone.
There's going to be a few shots with the iPhone, So apologies, but we did the best we could here.
Right. It's not,
that was a great shot by Debo, by the way. Just in the rain, 30 feet short of the pin on a 290-foot uphill hole.
Yeah. Well, Debo just went, what do you got? 3 through 7.
And Sam said, you know what? I could do better than that because that was so beautiful. Lucid X Felon. Whew.
Yeah. Look at that skip. Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
Meat in that disc.
Yeah. Now, I haven't heard of Rory. So he's a local to Rochester scene or just New Hampshire?
He's Dover local. He's a TOG guy.
Gotcha. Yep.
Awesome dude. Yeah, one of the coolest guys to play disc golf with. He was on our lead card coverage, I believe, at Castle in the Clouds. Mm-hmm. Another fun event that you'll see probably here later on this year.
He's pretty smooth.
Oh, epically good putter. Loves throwing big long hyzers, and that plays on a course like this. So.
Now all the players are completely saturated, like you were talking about,
and towels are soaking wet.
It's calmed down a little bit. It's still raining though, and Sam says, "You know what? I'm gonna take the only birdie on the card."
Yep. That's experience, folks. He's played a couple rainy rounds.
He has, but he made that look really smooth. He took something so stable. He knew that it was going to come right back. And, you kind of have to play with either more stability or less stability because in the rain, things, one little margin of error in terms of just the angle, things can go pretty poorly for you.
Yeah. Yeah. When in doubt, trust the disc, not your angle. Kind of a similar line. Oh, it's chopped down. This is a new hole. If you
I like it.
In years past, we didn't. We would play down to the left, kind of closer by the river. But this is a great kind of tweener hole. 382, but plays all of 450. I would say.
Debo really likes the flex line here, and I approve. I think this is a nice.
Yep, I think that's the way this
turning
hole
shot.
shapes up.
Oh. I didn't even notice that the other way. Yeah. And here's Dylan.
So hard throwing forehands when it's.
This is a very tough forehand, even a tough forehand angle shot for the hole. I think. Rory just cut a little early there. You can tell. I mean, all the players have some serious grip issues because everything is soaked at this point.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not only is it soaked, but now your hands are almost getting raisiny. Like you're that soaked that it's just kind of one of those. Well,
and none of the players had umbrellas. Like none of them.
Oh yeah. None on our card had any.
No.
I think actually my parents showed up right before it started raining and almost went and grabbed like the 4 umbrellas that we had in the car. But
what were the chances, right?
Yeah, right.
Oof. Dylan almost sinking that one in.
Pretty aggressive punch out.
It was. And DiBattista is sitting pretty with, 8 strokes.
Yeah. There's a couple guys on chase card. Before this round started, the Debo was at 10, Rory at 6, Sam at 5, Dylan at 5. You had another 10 people at either 5 down or 4 down. So, with 42 people in the field, certainly anything's possible. We had some awesome contributions for this year. Of course, thanks Sunstein for making this a Grand Prix at Maple Hill qualifier. And huge thanks to Jeff Spring and the guys at the Disc Golf Pro Tour for making this a GMC qualifier.
That's awesome. That was huge, by the way.
Huge. So yeah, thanks guys. That was the front 9.
Any other sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, we got a whole mess of sponsors, and we can't thank them enough. Beef Disc Golf obviously giving us $2,000 for this tournament. We got Granite Life Realty, Litherman's Limited Brewing, Disc Golf 978, White Mountain Disc Golf, Upper Park Disc Golf, Danksy's Craft Cannabis, Feature Card Disc Golf, Smoke Proper, Union Square Disc Golf, Critical Mass Coffee, and Mr. Sippy's Barbecue. So huge thanks to those guys.
Wow, that is an awesome group in terms of support. Wow.
That's the only way we can make this $5,000 out of cash. So thanks to all you guys, and we'll catch you on the back nine.
Incredible. Stay tuned, folks. We'll catch you in the back.